let's talk about some real football here. Not washed up. No, I'm joking. Um, let's get into this first match. Let's talk about this round of 16. Caesar, we got a rematch of rematches. Liverpool versus Real Madrid next year.
Yeah. And also Vincent Abubakar from remember that player? I think he
Of
played for Portugal
course.
before. He said Salah's really not that good. If I was him, the only reason he had that opportunity is because he actually got to play on good teams, unlike me. I was like, damn. Whoa.
Caesar, hold on. I need a link. I need a link.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
I need a link for that.
I was like, damn, that's kind of a bar because he was balling on Porto, but then he went to like Turkey after.
Okay,
But anyway,
he didn't have to hate though. That was kind of hatery.
he doesn't get down with North Africa. I can respect it.
All right.
Um, anyways, yeah. If that doesn't tell you what's up with these draws, I don't know what really is. I mean, I'm not really worried
Facts.
about Liverpool, but what is really the deal with Real Madrid? Every last year, our first round was PSG, the supposed mega team, and now this year it's Liverpool. Like, what's going on here? But I mean, hey, they want to get them views right on early on the CBS, first round block, so it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be turned up, and yeah, Liverpool has not been playing their best, and Real Madrid did just lose a game. A little bit of a slide going on here. Fell out of first place, so interesting to see that matchup.
Great analysis. Holly, what are you thinking? Your favorite team, Liverpool. Your favorite team, Liverpool, against Caesar's favorite team, Real Madrid.
Oh, I mean, we talked about this in the chat a bit. Like this draw, like we were saying, it's not a draw. These aren't coincidences. These are,
No.
if anyone thinks these draws are randomly picked, I think that's a lie. But I don't know. I'm kind of looking towards the PSG Bayern match. That's the one I'm gonna keep my eye out for.
Holly,
Especially, you know.
skipped ahead on us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we talking about every single match?
No, we're talking about Liverpool versus Real
Well,
Madrid.
oh, you.
Holly said, "Here's the hole in now." Says you put the notes away. There you go. This is what I'm looking forward to. Fuck that.
What the hell you
Holly
talking?
just jumps right to Europa League too. Like fuck it in the Europa League matchup.
You know, Man U is playing
Man, you
Barcelona.
in Barcelona. Oh
Man, you
no.
in Barcelona. Let me tell you guys how it's gonna go. Like, whoa. Okay. By the way, I did send in the chat the direct quote, but it's in Portuguese. Let me translate it. I can do anything he can do. I just never had a chance to play at a big club. That's what he said about Mo Salah.
He's wrong. I'm sorry. He's wrong.
That's not true. He lives the same player.
Oh my God.
He's a baller, and I
But he's not that good, dude. He's not like Mohamed
no,
Salah.
Mo Salah's really good. It was
Like, come
I
on.
just thought it was kind of funny. I like that. No one talks like that no more in soccer for us. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm down. But yeah,
All right, back to Liverpool and Real Madrid.
There we
yes.
go.
No, I think Caesar's pretty spot on with this one. Like Liverpool haven't been looking too great. Real Madrid have looked pretty good, okay, despite a loss over the weekend. But I honestly think over this two-legged match, it'll probably be Real Madrid to come out of it. I'm not too confident Liverpool. But I think it would be awesome if they got out in the round of 16.
Liverpool?
So, yeah.
Okay. Because you're a Liverpool hater.
Yes, correct.
It'll be interesting to see Vinicius Jr. versus Trent Alexander-Arnold if they make it out of the World Cup unscathed.
Oh, hope there's no. Wait, is the matchup in?
These are in February.
Yeah.
I think the first ones are on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. 14th, 15th.
Valentine's.
Who knows who's gonna be alive in February? It's like 4 months from now.
Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day takes a backseat to Cavani's birthday, but you know.
That's the thing though. I think like we might be having a whole different conversation in like even January about these matches because it is so far away. And I know I think we're gonna get into a lot of the injuries that are happening already before the World Cup. Injuries, I'm gonna put them in quotations and I'll explain why later. But
Ooh.
But
the heat today.
Okay.
I have to come back strong,
ready.
you know.
Came back from war ready.
But yeah, I think we're definitely gonna have to like come back to these in a month and a half.
Yeah, for sure. I do feel like Liverpool has been playing poorly. They won some matches. They
At the
beat
very end, right? The last two or something like that.
Yeah, they beat Napoli and they beat some other.
Firmino scored like 3 and like 5 goals in 4 games, something like that too.
Mm. But I do feel like they're just not as strong as they have been in the past. It almost just seems like they just ran too hard the past 3 years and it caught up with them. I don't really feel like defensively they have anybody that's although they can get stronger in the January transfer window potentially. Hopefully they get Kimpembe and that'll make them worse. But I do feel like Real Madrid, we're talking about it like expecting that they both have similar teams as they do now.
Yeah.
I do feel like Real Madrid is just a stronger team than Liverpool in every facet, unless Liverpool bring in Vincent Abubakar.
Then Real Madrid might as well just go home. It's over, dog.
They might as well not even do it.
That man's the truth.
You feel me? Next matchup, Red Bull Leipzig versus Manchester City.
Nice. Well, a nice favorable matchup for Manchester City. Can't relate. Sounds fun. Must be nice. Yeah, I think we're all expecting Manchester City to advance from this. It seems like it. Leipzig was a second place in their bracket, in their group. And Holland's kind of been on a tear. That team seems pretty deep. So I think at least my end, I'm pretty much expecting Man City to get through that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I almost feel like it's a shoe-in
Damn.
for me. Like they'll probably win like 4-0 both games.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got no love for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. I mean, y'all ain't got no love for Christopher Nkunku.
I can definitely see him scoring a goal, but I just don't think Leipzig have enough to like
Timo
stop-
Werner? Timo
stop
Werner?
that. Timo Werner.
Timo Werner.
He's been playing well, but since he's been back. Christopher Nkunku?
Timo Werner is a winger that's someone told him he's supposed to play striker.
Christopher Nkunku, who got
Wait,
called?
is Silva still on the team?
Yes.
Okay, well they're still gonna lose.
Okay. Christopher Nkunku, who did get called up, you know what I mean?
He's a baller. I mean, he's really good, but they're not gonna win that.
I would give
Name one center back on Leipzig right now.
Is Danny Olmo a center back?
No, he's a cam. What are you doing, dog? He's
Yeah.
a Spanish attacking midfielder.
I tried.
Willie
Okay.
Orban or something.
Oh, they got Orban
Orban.
from
And the way you're saying it's like I'm supposed to, like some revered player.
He
used to
said
have,
name a center back. I need a center
True.
back.
He used to be. They used to have Konate, right, from Liverpool, I think.
Yeah, is Konate the one? Yeah, he's the one that went to Liverpool. What's the name? They got Forsberg at 10.
They do.
You know
I,
what I mean?
I like Sabitzer more than Forsberg, but yeah,
Well, Sabitzer went to Bayern, which is unfortunate.
sold out.
I would give Red Bull Leipzig a bit of a chance if they still had Angelino, who for some reason went to like Hoffenheim or something like that.
Angelo's a real street demon. That's why.
I don't know why he left. I'm like, what the hell?
I think he's hood. That's why he gives me real hood vibes.
I mean,
dog.
me too. I think he's.
And he speaks really good English. It's kind of confusing.
He does.
Yeah, he speaks good English.
He used to be from. He used to be on Manchester City.
Yeah. I like him though. But Hoffenheim, what the hell?
I think it was Hoffenheim. One of the random teams. I don't know. I'm not going to count Red Bull Leipzig all the way out. I'm not, because Red Bull Leipzig, I've seen them play like twice this season. They're a very intense team, and City's prone to a slip up. Usually not in the round of 16,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to count them out all the way.
Okay, and once again, we don't even know what February is going to look like. Who
This is
Yeah.
knows?
true.
Ben might come full circle or be totally wrong like he always is. We don't know.
Look, Holland is not going to go to the World Cup ever in his life. he might be partying up.
He might go in his 30s or something.
He might be partying during this World Cup break.
He's gonna be the only person left healthy.
Basically.
Everybody else is gonna be injured. He's gonna the only one that comes out unscathed.
Or a lot of the players going to the World Cup. He's just chilling. He might be, out there in the club. We've seen him in the club.
He does like to go to clubs. This is true. He's a club man.
You never know, man. Okay, one of the bigger matchups in. Wait, Holly, did you talk about it? What do you think?
Yeah, so I think it'll be a shoe-in for
Oh yeah.
Man City. Yeah.
Okay, y'all are anti-German. Okay, one of the bigger matchups in this Champions League round of 16, kind of the biggest one, if you ask me. Club Brugge versus Benfica.
Why do you do this? Why do you do this? Hopefully Benfica wins because they got my boy David Neres, always high, stay high on the field. This man is never under the influence, and I like that. So I want him. Benfica has looked really good as well too. Club Brugge is like one of those surprising teams that I think Club Brugge plays better when they play up competition, but I don't really know how they're going to do when it comes to a team like Benfica. You know, when they're playing against a heavy hitter, they play with a lot of grit, and they've lost a lot of players since then too, since they had like that games against Real Madrid last season. But I think my prediction is Benfica to go through on this.
Ollie, what you think?
I'm gonna go. Well, honestly, I could see it going either way. I feel like these teams are pretty equal. It's probably I'm looking at it now. It's probably the most even matchup, I would say.
Are you trying to say they both suck?
Yes,
Mid.
both mid. They're both mid.
But I'm gonna go with Club Brugge just because of Kyle Larin.
Yes, I was waiting for it. I was like, you better not do it.
Kyle Larin knows this team very well. Who's the only one who really represents Kyle Larin out here, dog?
Ooh, that's where you got that
Okay,
DUI.
that's fair. Yeah.
That's where you got that DUI.
Club Brugge also got Noah Lang, who's kind of a little baller.
He is.
He
looks
yeah,
like he doesn't look like the most impersonable person, but he is very good.
He's Gen Z. He's weird.
Yeah.
What's the name? I do feel like Benfica has
that one tall guy, Kennick Stexton, whatever.
He went to Milan.
Oh yeah, the tall stork looking guy. Yeah,
yeah, he went to Milan.
He's pretty good.
No, he was decent. I've seen him play well before.
Yeah.
Benfica does have a really good team on the low. Like they got some players that can really get it cracking. But
boy Rafa Speed Rafa out there.
It could end up being a situation though, like maybe one or more of these guys leave in January.
Yeah, or I could see like Holly said, where it's very close, and like because like I could see them both taking good chances at home, and it just coming down to the wire. So I could definitely see that.
Yeah, I'll say that too. Like, I mean, Benfica's been fun to watch. I didn't watch Club Brugge in the whole Champions League, but they did make Atletico Madrid look bad. So, let's get to this next match. What Caesar's favorite Italian team currently, AC Milan versus Tottenham. Interesting matchup there. Holly, what you think?
Well, I don't really like Tottenham.
Nor do I.
So, I'm gonna go with AC on this one, and because I just don't think Tottenham are so like they're my definition of a mid team.
Absolutely.
Like they have the bits and pieces, but like they've never had it all, and I don't think they will ever have it all. And honestly, they didn't really impress too much. Where did they end up in their group?
They won the group.
They won the group
on a last second goal against Marseille.
Yeah, and I mean that was like a pretty even group, other than I mean Sporting's pretty good, but they topped it, but like yeah, just barely. And you know, I don't know. I just see Milan coming out on this one. I don't know. Like that probably won't be one I watch, to be honest. It doesn't even really sound interesting
at all. They did lose to Nottingham Forest today too. But who wouldn't lose against
yeah.
And also like speaking about that group, like this is Tottenham. This is like a millions and millions of dollar club playing against Eintracht Frankfurt, Marseille, and Sporting Lisbon, and they barely like come on. See what you think.
I've watched unfortunately a lot of Tottenham this year, thanks to these little Peacock replays on the app. I really hate watching them. It's really hard to watch a team that I don't know if it's coaching or what's going on. It's just they don't play very well. I want to low key blame Harry Kane, but it's not going to be a favorable opinion. I just don't think that whenever I see the offense flowing through, I don't see like Harry Kane as being like, oh, thank God he got the ball now. I'm just like, oh, he has the ball. Is he gonna pass it? Hurry up, make a decision. Like, hurry up, dog. Seems a little slow for me. I don't like it. Plays a little slow. Anyways, I don't know if Milan could pull this off because once again, I don't know what's gonna happen after the World Cup. During this last run, Tottenham hasn't had Son just got injured, and then Richarlison was hurt too. So they haven't had all their players. And when it comes to AC Milan, who knows what's going to happen? That team has a bunch of players that got called up and signed out. So I don't know who's going to for the World Cup. So I don't really know what the situation is, but I want to pick Milan just because I'm still riding with Milan. I think they can sneak in a first round win. I think they're a little bit of a dark horse, and I can see a Tottenham kind of sleeping on that matchup and getting caught off guard with some of the long counterattacks that Milan likes to run with Theo Hernandez and Leão. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick Milan to advance through on this, even though Tottenham is worth 3 Milans. But
they got Giroud. They might have Zlatan back by then.
I was watching Giroud play. I was like, damn, he still looks really good. He did this. Do you see that goal I told you about?
I did. I wasn't that impressed though, but.
Oh my God, you don't like anything nice. You're so boring. Giroud did like a really dope like side roundhouse kick goal. I'm like, damn, what you like 40? Okay, big dog.
Anybody can jump in the air, dude. Whatever.
Yeah, not that age though. But yeah, go off. It was good for him.
No, Giroud's a good player.
Yes, there's a bunch of goals this year too.
Yeah, going back to Tottenham, I haven't watched. I think I only watched them against Marseille. And I only watched that one time. And I may have watched them once in EPL, but Harry Kane is not your traditional center forward. He's definitely like more of the Benzema type. He likes to drop back and get involved in the play. He's not a push the line center forward. And I wonder if Tottenham would be better, not without Harry Kane, because I do think he's a really good player, but maybe if they had somebody kind of offsetting Harry Kane, damn near playing in front of him. You know,
when you watch Tottenham play, it looks like there's only 2 people trying to make something happen up top, and it's usually Son and him, or it's Richarlison when he's in. I think that Harry Kane's a really good player, but I could see him being a better player in other teams and more impactful in other teams. Like even like Real Madrid, I could see him being really good on like a Real Madrid.
Well, we used to be saying Barcelona should get him.
Yeah. He has a perfect style that makes the wingers excel better and other players excel better. But Tottenham, I don't feel they have that level of talent around him, like especially with the midfield and stuff. And I'm like, it just doesn't look very well, especially with Betancourt. You're not going to get anything happen. I'm just kidding, dog.
Knew that was coming.
No, yeah, they don't have it. Like they're like gear 3, but they're not like a gear 5 team. Like they're not up there
ever.
Yeah, literally historically.
Yeah, literally. I think
it all started when they signed DeAndre Edlin. It was downhill after that.
I seen something. They were like Gareth Bale's won a trophy every year since he left. Since he left Tottenham, except the year he went back to Tottenham.
I just saw that too.
Pochettino, a trophy champion.
Yeah. Next matchup, we can get through this one pretty fast, probably. Eintracht Frankfurt versus Napoli.
I think that one's going to be pretty easily Napoli's.
Interesting.
They're still unbeaten in Serie A and Champions League.
I think they lost one match. They lost to Liverpool.
Oh, that's correct. Yes, they lost to Liverpool. But okay, in the league, they're still unbeaten. They're going on a good run. They're exciting. They're fun to watch. I don't see Frankfurt doing much to them.
Okay.
Over 2 legs.
Caesar, what do you think?
Don't they have Don Dembele too on their team?
They do. I was watching some highlights.
I did see him. He did look a little chunky. My man's been eating good.
He's always been chunky.
Yeah, but he ain't eating good in Italy. He's out there. He's probably getting a little extra pasta this time, which I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the bigger players. I can respect
going in for seconds.
Yeah, I'm not. He's in Italy. He's eating a lot of breads and carbs. Okay, go off. But
down there, so down Napoli, they eat a lot of pizza.
Yeah, he's probably just shorting pizzas out there. But no, I think Napoli's going to absolutely advance. I hate watching that Trifecta play. I think they're going to lose. They're going to get washed by that one Georgian guy too, who's a baller. Yeah, they're going to win, whatever his name is.
Eintracht Frankfurt got a Japanese dude that's pretty good though.
Yeah, but every single Bundesliga team has one baller Japanese player. Every single team, except for Bayern. Bayern is like, nah, we're good.
This actually is an interesting matchup that I'm not that interested in, but like you never know.
What a great way to call it.
Like I don't really care, but like I feel like the hipsters care.
The soccer hipsters.
BVB versus Chelsea.
Hmm. The two Pulisic clubs. Okay.
That's an interesting one. I feel like. What do you guys think?
Chelsea just lost Reece James too. I don't know what's gonna another fat casualty of too many games in the calendar year. But I don't really know how that's gonna go down. That's a good one. I feel like Chelsea's susceptible to flop right now. They're in a weird stage. I know they have a new coach. And I haven't really watched them since they have the new coach personally, but I don't really know how that's going to go, especially in February. I don't know what's going down. I would like to pick Chelsea to beat that matchup, just based upon who BVB kind of has on that roster and how they've changed since the getting rid of Holland. But you never know when it comes to February.
Okay, Holly, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean this does seem like a interesting matchup. And honestly, I feel like it was even more hipster if this was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's still a pretty hipster match. I do like Dortmund. I really enjoy watching them. Not as much anymore, but like I said, like a few years ago they were really exciting to watch even before Holland. But Chelsea, Graham Potter, I mean they're doing all right. They're like I don't know. I think it's both teams are in such a transitional period that it could go either way. And yeah, Chelsea having probably a few players that would be called up for the World Cup. It could be, like C said, could be pretty different in February.
Yeah. I think that it is pretty even. Basically, I feel like Chelsea did lose today to Man City, which is fine. I feel like this matchup, unless he goes in January, I feel like this should be the time we see Jog Bellingham like really shine. Like this is the matchup right here. Like they're talking about you going to Liverpool. Like you're the type of midfielder that can like we got to see something out of you these two matchups. You're going to be going up against Jorginho, Kovacic. Who else is in that midfield? What's his name? Graham. Connor
Zusi.
Gallagher. Connor Gallagher, who's kind of a baller.
Graham Zusi.
Stupid. Connor Gallagher.
I like Gallagher a lot. He's a baller.
I like Gallagher a lot too on the low. He got more energy than Jog.
Yes. Not as much skill, but definitely more energy.
But I feel like Chelsea would win this matchup, but I don't really care who wins. I would just want to see Jog Bellingham. Like, let me see something. I've seen you in these little matches here and there. Like every once in a while you do something, you score the odd goal, then they go crazy. I'm like, he's not a striker, dude. Like, I want to see, like, is his midfield play good?
You want to see real midfield play.
Yeah, like, it's decent. Like, he's not terrible. But also, I think he definitely has an attitude issue.
Is this worse as Dele Alli or no? Dele Alli used to be on that side.
Yeah, he's over here, like, spitting on people and
flicking people off. I'm like, this guy is...
I feel like Holly like Dele Alli, too. You like Dele Alli, don't you?
I didn't.
Okay, because I feel like
he's a Tottenham player. I don't think she liked Tottenham players.
Dele Alli and Jesse Lingard are the same guy, dude.
Okay, but I see it. But
they're definitely cousins.
Dele Alli did one of the most racist things ever. Do you remember, C's? It was January 2020, like the beginning of COVID. Like COVID at this point was like just in China, kind of. And this fool went to the airport and like took a Snapchat picture like of himself, but like some Asian guy with the mask on was behind him in the airport, like sitting down way back. And it was like, you're not gonna get me, China. I'm like, yo, dog, like for real. And he got suspended.
It was all downhill after that.
Yeah, well, before that, he got suspended for a match for that.
Never forget that video of Jose Mourinho sitting him in the room or whatever, talking to him about we know you're not gonna run. It's practice. We know you're lazy, and he's just like, It's like, dude, you're so brain dead. It's crazy. Just sitting in there looking like an idiot. Like,
Like, are you kidding me, dude? I'd be like, I'm like, don't come to practice, actually. How about that?
yeah, actually just stay with the B team.
Literally. Okay, another match we got here. Inter versus Porto. It's round of 16, shit. Look like Europa League.
Maybe by then maybe by then Lukaku's not hurt anymore. He did come back for one game. I think
Then he got hurt again.
Yeah.
Is he going to be in the World Cup or what? Have they
He's
said anything?
supposed to be.
Okay.
They said maybe, and that's when my Belgium not gonna make it pick is gonna come even more true. But yeah, I think that they said like they're like him and Mane are the ones they're kind of looking at like 13 times to see if he can make it or not.
Well, Holly has some conspiracy for us later. So.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna hold back then. Goddamn. Okay, hold on. But yeah, I think that is a very much a Europa League final matchup. But I'm definitely gonna pick Porto to win that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, Inter beat Barcelona and tied them.
That's not impressive to me. But what's really funny to me is like if you watch Inter in Serie A, which I've watched unfortunately a lot of games, really rough. They don't really play that great. I don't even know how they're pulling off some of the results other than just sheer skill. I don't think they have a good offensive buildup. And I really think that like a team like Porto, they look really fluid during the group stage. They have a lot of chemistry. They play like a lot of speed too. And I think that they could be dangerous. Taremi up there, and they have the other the midfielder, the Portuguese midfielder, is a baller. I think Porto can pull it off really.
Holly,
Yeah.
your two favorite leagues, Serie A and Liga NOS.
Yeah, I would probably have to give this one to Porto. I agree with Caesar. I haven't really been impressed with Inter. I watched their first match against Victoria Plzen, and I mean, yeah, they came away with like a 2-0 win, but not super impressive. Very boring style of play. And I have to stick with another Canadian, Stefano Stacchio. He is a baller for Canada. Great box-to-box midfielder. And I mean, 2 Canadians in the round of 6. Well, 3 if you count Davies, but in the round of 16. So I got to stick with the Canadians out here.
I think that's more Canadians than Americans, actually.
It's seeming like it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say Inter is gonna get this one. Porto is not really that good. I do like Taremi, but who knows? He might get the goddamn arrested or something before this.
Come on,
I think he's on the side of the protesters in the World Cup.
He's a freedom fighter.
Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen to him?
He'll be fine.
Okay, we'll see. Cutler is right there.
They got both Pepes. They got the Pepe striker and they got the Pepe defender. They're gonna make it, dog.
Cutler is right there next to Iran. It's like right there, so you never know, dude. Yeah, I think Inter will pull it off. I feel like Lukaku will be back by then. You got Martinez. You got what's his name, Gosens. I think they got him. He's a baller. Dumfries, who will come off winning a World Cup.
That's your Dumfries highlight.
But yeah, I think Inter. But the Guardian does also say Porto, so you guys might be onto something. And last but not least, the match that Holly wanted to skip to: PSG versus Bayern Munchen. Holly, what you think?
I mean, I just think this one is, because I don't really consider Liverpool Real Madrid the blockbuster match. I feel like this one is the one that people are gonna really have their eye on. Am I convinced with either team? Really, not really, but I would probably say I would go with Bayern. I don't know. See, this is another one. It'll all depend on February, though. But
let's just assume everybody's healthy.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm still gonna go with Bayern on this one.
Okay.
I just think, squad wise, the way they play, they'll probably be. And PSG never really do well out of group stage. It's kind of like, I don't know if you want to call it their curse, their history, but I think over 2 legs, Bayern will probably take this one. Maybe not by much. It might be pretty even at first, but I think it'll be Bayern.
People Moting out there scoring goals for fun.
He is.
looking very much like Caesar.
There's my cousin Chupo, Big Chupo. I hate doing this. I got PSG winning. I think PSG is going to beat Bayern. I hate that I had to say that sentence out loud. I really despise PSG a lot. And I can't stand it. I really can't stand them at all.
Interesting. What
They represent everything what's wrong with soccer.
Ooh.
And
including City or
Manchester City.
Yeah.
No, they can get off the hook. It's okay. I got more problem PSG right now.
Why is that? Why is that?
I just don't like how they formed their club. I don't like some of the players I've grown to despise now on there. It went from me being like a fan of at least like Neymar Mbappe. I hate everybody there. I hate them all. Like I don't care. I hate Messi. I hate Neymar. I hate them all. I used to really enjoy two of those three players. One is a permanent hate that I'm never gonna lose. But
who?
Messi, duh.
Why?
Anyway, because we don't align. Okay, we're not.
Because he's from Argentina.
Yeah, there's a border.
So you're a nationalist.
God, there's a border. Yes,
So
I am nationalist. The World Cup's here. Let me have my time. Okay, every 4 years I do this. Anyways,
I'm gonna tell.
I don't really. And also, they took my boy Renato Sanchez prisoner over there. I don't like it. So yeah, but they're playing really well. Messi scoring goals and stuff, as I see on Bleacher Report videos every week in ESPN FC. Yes, I really think PSG is going to come out. I think at the end of it, Choupo-Moting is balling, but I think they're not really getting a real replacement for Lewandowski. It's going to start to show when you get to like the later stages of who they're going to go to beat that consistent, resourceful option for them offensively. And now, who knows with this Mane injury thing? Who knows what's going to happen? But assuming everybody's healthy, I'm still going to go with PSG.
Interesting. Honestly, I feel like Bayern has the better team. Like when I look at the team front to back, even though this person disappointed me in the Euros, I just think about Kimmich, dude. I'm just like, how do you beat him? Like,
he's very good.
I'm like, Kimmich is so good.
He's comfortable, but he's really good.
Like, yeah, I mean, he's an anti-vaxxer and a bunch of other things probably. But you got Kimmich and Sabitzer in that midfield. Yeah. I feel like Kimmich is like one of those players who is like fearless and like him.
He's a winner. He's a winner player.
Yeah, he's got and like I feel like between him and Sabitzer, I feel like they'll be able to neutralize Neymar a lot. I feel like you got someone like Davies who will probably kind of end up over where Messi is a bit. Like if Davies doesn't end up by Messi, that'll mean Messi and Neymar are like crowding each other. So like, and then I think if they're crowding each other, that neutralizes Mbappe. Like nobody can keep up with Mbappe, but like I was watching a match the other day. It was PSG versus somebody, and Mbappe. I don't know. Once again, we're talking about after the World Cup. I don't know like what's going to change by then, but
yeah,
maybe you know what? Maybe Mbappe was kind of saving himself for the World Cup. Maybe it was like toning it down. Like I'm not.
A lot of players do that, like for real.
Yeah, and you know what? That might have been like what I was seeing because I was like, "What's going on with you, buddy?" But I feel like front to back, Bayern's just a better team. That young coach they got is really intense, and I feel like he'll have something to prove. But what I won't say is what I see people saying. What I see people saying in comments is Bayern needs to save football, and I'm like, I'm not going there. Like y'all are doing a lot now.
Like I think PSG is a problem, yeah, and I think it is annoying. But I'm not calling Bayern the saviors of football.
No, it just if they beat PSG, it's like no, you're not. No, dude, like. No. Like it's not just corrupt because it's this country. Like you swear, like the Glazers or not. Let me leave them out of it. But the Fenway people are like, on the up and up. And actually, I got some stories about them Fenway people. Actually,
okay.
But anyway, that's the last match round of 16. Either way, it'll be exciting next year to see that
2023.
Yeah, starting.